In this video, Leila shares about the reasons why she joined the Fabulous Women programme. That was 3 years ago now. She's done the course twice and she's also training with me to be a facilitator to help other women, which means it must be doing something for her. But when I first met Leila, she was an incredibly busy, highly motivated businesswoman who didn't have time for anything. In fact, she was so busy, she didn't have time to come to the enrolment event. She just popped in, signed on the dotted line and went away again to another meeting. And it was only a month after the course started, when tragedy struck and her sister failed to wake up one morning, that Leila's whole perspective on what this course meant to her really changed. Under the pressure of the tragic bereavement that the family was suffering, a lot of the things that were bubbling under the surface for Leila that she'd managed to control all of her life began to rise to the surface. And in this video, she shares a little bit about how her issues with food, eating, self-worth, self-image all began to surface while she was actually doing the Fabulous Women programme, and what happened next, and where she's at now.
Going through that gauntlet of life and really burying those really tender spots, those really sore, dark spots in me, I became oblivious to where they were or what they even were. And so it only really came to the surface when I had a breakdown of sorts, really, in that my weight was as big as it would ever have been. I was struggling with my confidence, I was aching, and that was having a knock-on effect with my business. I was running 2 businesses at the time as well. And so when I was introduced to Fabulous Women, for me it was about just taking a bit of time out to rest in amongst the fast-paced businesses that I had. But because that breakdown that I had happened literally a month after I joined Fabulous Women, I ended up going for a completely different reason. And what I really found then by being part of Fabulous Women was I was able to, with the support, with the unconditional acceptance of Fabulous Women, I was able to peel back those little layers, those tender spots. I was able to identify what they were, start to understand the role they had in my relationship with food, my weight, my well-being, but also with that incredible support of Fabulous Women, I was able to kind of, how do we describe those pops? I was able to pop them. I was able to pop them and release the pressure that was behind them, the soreness, the tenderness. And then the most powerful thing came, because I was then able to embrace them as part of me, part of who I am, you know, warts and all. So it really enabled me to step into my own power as a person, as an individual, as a human being, and being so different and realising I was okay. I mean, fast forward, and the end product is I have an incredible relationship with food and with myself, and I've gone on to lose 3.5 stone and probably even more to go without any effort. But it wasn't without the support of other people around me and the encouragement of people who just get you, just as you are. If you're having a good day or a bad day, you know, if you're feeling fragile or if you're feeling strong, it's all good. And that equanimity, that balance, just gave me an incredible tool to be able to then bring that into my life and my world. And as a result, I created incredible change in myself, but also the change around the relationships I have with people. Things have just been so incredible because I trust people. What I realised is I never had that absolute trust of people to be able to just take me as being me. And I think Fabulous Women was the catalyst for that for me. It really opened me up to enable people to come into my world, but also for me to come into their world and know that actually it's an incredibly powerful connection you can create when that happens.